Hello everyone, welcome to 2025. My name is Jayme and this is my gift to you. This funnel tracker is what I'm giving to all of our clients today that use our Done With You service, where we just run their ads and they do their own follow-up. Now, why this tracker is so important is numbers give you clarity, numbers will give you direction, and numbers will identify, well, what is working really well, what can we improve, and what do we need to change. Now, this tracker will give you your ad spend, your leads, your bookings, your no-shows, your total calls, your sale fails, your sales, all of your percentages, your show percentage, your close, your booking to sale, your lead to sale, your cash collected, your revenue, your cash ROAS, your revenue ROAS. And if all of that is over your head, that is what this video is for. To explain to you, well, why is it so important? How would you use this tracker? And how can it benefit your business in 2025? So this is a completed one for January that I've made up. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to this page here, which is going to be our play sheet. And I'm going to show you how to fill this in. Now, if you're working with a marketing agency, each week they should give you these numbers. For example, your weekly ad spend. Let's go to $100. And let's say they're doing a great job and you got 20 leads, meaning you got a cost per lead of $10. Now, the leads that come to you, let's say that out of those leads, you get 8 people to book in with you, either over the phone or to come in person. Now, that means we're paying $25 for a booking, meaning that we spent $200, we got 8 bookings, it costs us $25 to get someone to book in a phone call or to book in a consultation. Now, let's say that one person doesn't show up. That means that out of those 8 bookings, that means we've had 7 calls or consultations in person, meaning that it costs us $28.57 to get someone on the phone or to come into your club. Now, I love this number so much because you have people that are working your leads. If you have a sales rep who is doing that consultations for you, hey, like this cost me $28.57 to get someone in front of you today. Treat them with the respect they deserve. Let's say they have gone through my entire sales training, also on YouTube, and they've done a great job, and only one person they don't sell. That means they have made 6 sales. Okay, from here, out of those 6 sales, to keep math simple, let's say we're using $200 per sale. That means 6 times 200. The revenue is $1,200, and let's say that over the phone or in person, they collected 800 of those dollars. Now, I want to recap that again. So, ad spend was $200. The agency did a good job. They generated 20 leads, meaning your cost per lead was $10. Now, from there, you did a fantastic job with your follow-up process, and 8 people booked in. Out of those 8 people that booked in, you only had 1 no-show, which means you had 7 people over the phone or come in. Sale fails, you closed 6 out of 7, so 1 person you did not close. Your cost per acquisition is $33. Your cash is $800. Your cash percentage is 66.67%, meaning that you collected 800 of that 1,200. Your booking to sale is 75%, meaning that you had 8 bookings and 75% of those bookings turned into sales. Your lead to sale, meaning that you had 20 leads, you made 6 sales, so 30% of your total leads you sold. Your cash ROAS is 4. That means you spent $200 on ads and you collected $800. So you spent $200 on Facebook, you got back $800 up front, and then your revenue ROAS is 6, meaning that you spent $200 on ads and you got back $1,200. So I love this stuff. I love these numbers because you can identify where something is going wrong. So let's do that again. Let's say you're spending $200 on leads, and let's say you've only got 4 leads. That's very sad. That means your cost per lead is $50. That means that none of this actually matters because the cost per lead is too high. So if that's the case, you would really focus on getting that cost per lead down, or you'll be talking to your marketing agency saying, hey, this offer isn't working. Can we change the image? Can we change the video? Can we change the headline? Can we change the copy? X, Y, Z. But let's say the agency is doing a good job. You get leads for around $10. But let's just say that out of those 20 leads, you're only getting 3 people to come in or get them over the phone. Now, what that means is that 17 out of those 20 leads, maybe you're not contacting them enough. Maybe you're not calling them fast enough. Maybe your offer isn't as good as you think. Maybe your book a call funnel isn't successful. Maybe you haven't got availability in the calendar. Maybe your social media sucks. Maybe your brand sucks. Maybe your website sucks. There is a disconnect between a lead opting in and then actually taking that next step and booking with you over the phone or coming into your club. So if that is the case, then none of this actually matters. We need to fix this problem here, okay? Meaning that we need to get a 3 up to about 8. Now, the reason why these are sectioned like that is they're different parts of the funnel. And if one part of the funnel isn't working, it's not that ads don't work, it's that this section of the funnel isn't working. So let's say it's 20. Now, all of a sudden, your shows, unfortunately, you have 6 people no show, which means you only have 2 calls, which means that you only have 1 fail and you have 1 sale. But this show percentage is now the issue. So what we want to do is focus on the show up rate. Well, what is happening once they book in? Are you confirming them via a call? Are you confirming them via a text? Are you sending them to a thank you page, a transfer a trust page? Are you sending them testimonials? Are you sending them reviews? Are you sending them to your Facebook group? How can you get more people to show up? Are they booking in at times that are inconvenient? Once again, you would focus on this part of the funnel. So let's just say that 1 person, no shows. Now you got 7 calls. Now from here, the next part would be, well, are you closing that deal? So let's just say that you have 6 sale fails and you have 1 sale. That makes Jayme really sad. So what that means is you've had 7 total calls or consultations. 6 of those people have told you, I need to think about it. It's too expensive. Give me time. Whatever the case may be. So now we want to focus on this part of the funnel. I've got an entire sales script breakdown on our YouTube channel, 1 to 7. There's also just tons of great sales content online. Now, if you aren't closing deals, very rarely is it too expensive. It is usually because you're not having a really good conversation before you ask for their card number. You are not identifying their current situation. You are not uncovering, well, what have they tried previously? You aren't uncovering their why. You haven't pitched your product, your solution to match what they want to not only to achieve their goal, but to achieve their goal the way that they want to do it. So you would focus on your close percentage. But let's just say that you're a great salesperson. Now you have 1 sale fail, you have 6 sales. All of a sudden, we have collected $800 and you've got $1,200 in revenue. Happy fucking days. And that's really what we want to accomplish. Your funnel should look something like this. Okay? So why this is so important is it is such a silly statement to say ads don't work. It is such a silly belief to say marketing doesn't work for me. If you believe that, how does that serve you? How is that going to grow your business? How do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of gyms make marketing work for them? Now, as you can see, as we punch in all this data, it comes over to this section here to give you total leads, total bookings, total no-shows, monthly calls, fails, sales, also your cost per lead, your cost per booking, your cost per call, your cost per sale. Now, why this is so important is imagine that it costs you $33.33 for you to get a new sale. And out of those sales, you convert 4 out of 5 people after your first 28-day or 6-week offer. And then that person rolls over onto a 12-month membership, which for you is valued at $3,000. You're paying $50 potentially to have a long-term member who refers clients. So all those numbers are really, really important. Down here, it sums the ad spend, cash collected, cash ROAS, revenue ROAS, total revenue. Now, the reason why those 2 numbers are important, cash ROAS and cash revenue ROAS, if you are running your ads on the self and you are putting the time in to do the calls, the texts, the emails, the follow-ups, what you really want to do is making sure that you are getting all the details, you are getting all the information you need. You are collecting enough cash to cover the ad spend. Now, next thing, let's go week 2. Now, what we're going to do, so now that looks good. We're going to spend $300 Okay. Now, marketing agency, still doing a good job. We're going to get 30 leads. Out of those 30 leads, we're going to have 15 book in. Out of those no-shows, we're going to have 3 people no-show, meaning that we have 12 total calls. And then from here, we're going to have 3 fails, but we're going to have 9 sales. Now, let's just say you're an amazing hot streak and you collect all of that cash, $1,800 and $1,800. So why this is so important is because look at this now. Monthly leads 50, monthly booking, monthly no-shows, monthly calls, monthly fails, 15 new sales. So this will allow you to spend more money on ads. Let's just go 400 and let's play around. Let's say that this week was more challenging with the marketing and you only got 20 leads. Okay? Out of those 20 leads, everything was a bit down so that you had 6 bookings, so that you had 3 no-shows, you had 3 total calls, you had 0 fails, and you closed all 3 of those sales down here, meaning $600 and $600. So that was a much worse week compared to the first, because if you look, the cash ROAS is down to 1.5, as well as the revenue ROAS. Revenue and cash is 1.5. So obviously not as good as the previous weeks, but if you look over here into the totals, we're still well ahead. We're still by far and ahead. We've spent $900 on ads. You have collected $3,200 and $3,600 in total revenue. Now, if we continue this trend and say that we're going to spend $600 and say this week is absolutely on fire and we get 60 leads, and then you get 28 bookings. And then from here, out of those 28 bookings, you have 5 people no show. Out of those, which means you have 23 calls. From here, let's say that you have 5 fails, and now you've made 18 sales. 18 sales. Now, out of those 18 sales, you've collected $3,600 in revenue. Let's just say cash is a little bit down, which meaning that you've collected $1,800 in cash. And this is how like successful gyms really scale their ad spend if they are running their own ads, if they are doing their own calls, and if everything is going well. Now, obviously, some of these numbers are really, really, really impressive. This is what it looked like for our gyms, okay? But even if you just spend $200 per week and you get 2 clients and you get $400 back, that is still really good. So let's go again. So let's just say that you are new to sales, you're not sure of your follow-up process, you're not really confident in what you're doing, and you just want to break even on your marketing spend. So let's just say that you spend $200. Let's say that you get 5 leads. Out of those 5 leads, you get 2 bookings. Those 2 bookings show up, those 2 bookings, you have 0 no-shows, you have 2 calls, you have 0 fails, and you have 2 sales. Then you spend $200. You collect $200 cash over the phone. Total revenue is $400. So that is a very, 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 very average week. So we'll change it, make it even more average. 1 sale. So you collect $200, meaning that you've broke even. So you spent $200 and you've got 1 new client in your business. So the less experienced client that we work with who is doing their follow-up, who's doing their sales, I encourage them to do a 6-week or 8-week challenge. And the reason being is, well, imagine if an 8-week challenge is $400, how much more this math is easier to get to again. So let's just say that you spend $200. And let's just say that you have 5 leads, 2 bookings. Unfortunately, you have 2 no-shows. You have 0 calls. You have 0 fails. You have 0 sales, you have no cash, and you have no revenue. That makes everyone sad. But let's say week 2, you spend $200 and you get 6 leads, and you get 2 bookings, and you get 1 no-show, and you have 1 total call, and you have 0 fails, you have 1 sale. And now you select an 8-week challenge and you do $400. You collect all the cash over the phone. And now you've got total revenue, $400. Now that isn't ideal. But if you look at the first 2 weeks combined, you've spent $400 on ads and you've collected $400 back in cash and revenue. So again, like, ads work. It's how can we make them work for you? Now, going back to the sheet that I filled in previously, that is all up to date and ready to rock and roll. From here, once it's all filled in, you're going to have a really great snapshot of your month. And then from there, you would have monthly highlights. So for example, low cost per lead. Low cost per lead. You would have high booking rate. High close percentage. Then from here, it might be no-show rate can improve. Cash percentage, so cash collection can improve. For example, I think I can charge more. I think I can charge more for my program. And that will give you a snapshot of the entire month. So I hope this video helps. If you want this, comment below and I'll send it through on Facebook Messenger. If you comment on YouTube, I'll then also send it to you as a reply in the comments. But I really hope this helps. And I know this is the boring stuff. I know this isn't the popular stuff, but this is the stuff that can really, really make you money if you are doing your sales yourself and you really want to ramp your business. So for our gyms, we spend $1,000 a week on ad spend. Is it a surprise that we had more members than the gym across from us and the gym just down from us? Absolutely not. The person who spends the most on marketing and has a good product is going to win. Thanks for watching.